Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream. This is going to be a general discussion stream. I'm also going to show some stuff off that I recently got today, which should hopefully focus, which should hopefully be interesting to some of you. Today's earlier video is what one of the things is. There is also my two people on, great stuff. My Lumini Garmin Fortrex mount, which allows for hands-free usage of the Garmin rather than having it strapped to your wrist like a watch, and then you need to constantly, use one arm. I'm Military Surplus. 5 people on, great, good to see you on. Hi guys. So what this allows for is hands-free navigation. So it's made by a company called Lumini, or Lumine. They are UK based. All the stuff's UK made, UK materials as well, and they supply some soldiers in the Australian military, a lot of American soldiers, and predominantly British forces. So the main point of this is, as said, if the 5 of you didn't hear, Garmin's. So these navigation modules tend to be on your wrist or on your vest somewhere, and they're very, very awkward sometimes if you've got them mounted to the vest, because then you need to lift them and cant them down through your vest because you'll have a neck protector, and you need to kind of you end up with a double chin and shit. It's just not very fast and decent. It's not a very decent way to navigate. So this British company decided we want to make a mount that protects it from scratches, because soldiers have got a lot of rough and tumble. They'll hit their wrists, they'll hit their rifle off their wrists, and they'll scratch up their Garmin. But this keeps it in close to a pouch or your vest. I'm gonna keep it mounted to the commander's panel because I'm going to run JTAC, which is Joint Traffic Air Controller, which is basically the guys that call on airstrikes for a kit. So basically, it means I can have this here, and if I ever need to do any navigating, I literally just, and then it's here. It's just perfect viewing angle. All the controls are there. I can get to everything what I need. To change the batteries, though, you do need to take the Garmin off the mount, which is a bit of a pain. It's a little bit loose, but you can tension that back. But yeah, you can look. You can have, once you've cracked it down, you can still have both hands on your rifle. You can even aim, do other things, get in that cars, and you'll always have your navigation rather than needing to, constantly look at your wrist for navigation. You can look down, keep going, look down, keep going, and then once you're done, up and out of the way. Obviously, I'm not wearing body armor, so it isn't as thingy. But some people will not like these just because of the fact that they do stick out a little bit. But what can you do? Very high quality. This is the Mark II model. It doesn't use MOLLE, it uses a ClickFast system. And it holds very, very securely, which I like. So it's a very, very good design. Very quick. Up, away, up, away. Very, very simple. So yeah, the Lumini Mark II Garmin Fortrex holder. Holder. They do make these for a lot of the other Garmins, like the Garmin 601, the Garmin 701, the Garmin 201, the Garmin 301, the Garmin 401. I think mine is a 401 Fortrex. Yeah, mine is a Garmin 401 Fortrex, which are used by special forces and soldiers all over the world for precise navigation and GPS systems. And if you didn't see the video today, I converted a double stack magazine pouch into a radio pouch very easily. What have I done? So yeah, I basically took a double stack ammunition pouch, cut the top off, and run bungee through it. British soldiers have been seen doing this in Afghanistan for a number of years, and I thought it would be cool to have, something similar. And there's a battery down there, it's all nice and comes over. Then you literally just tension it down, like so. And I'll even grab it by the, yeah, it ain't coming out. In companies are like, we want 50, 60 for a pouch that does this. When you can take your free issued Osprey mag pouch, well, not anymore because they issue Virtus, but back then, you could take your magazine pouch, snip the top, run some bungee through it, and you're sorted. Very simple. And it looks cool. It does. It's really, really nice. And it fits it perfectly. Obviously, you can, maybe trim this up if you like, just kind of shorten it, but it's up to, it's entirely soldier preference, or individual preference, might I say. So at 9 o'clock, I also got these very, very rare shoulder microphone PTTs made by Sonic Communications. What makes these so rare is I think they might possibly be SAS issue, and I'll get onto that. But at the same time, the Sapura radio connector also throws me off because a lot of British police, mainly English police forces, use the Sapura radios. The Met, Police Scotland, the entirety of Police Scotland all use the Motorola MTH, the Airwave. So yeah, there's that. But what did interest me in this is that it's a direct clone. I said I don't actually know if they shared technical data because I've got like 4 of these now, not all by the same company. But yeah, there are some noticeable differences. The volume selector is gone. There is a red panic button, code 0 button. There is also a side aux. There is a 6-pin LEMO connector and the regular 2.5mm aux. Alright, Dirk, then your regular 2.5mm aux. So the Sonic Communications one is very, very interesting in the fact that it gets rid of the control switch and adds a control knob. And you can control your volume, and you've also got the code 0 panic button, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the function of this would actually be, because Sapura radios, I don't know anything about Sapura, but the PTT buttons are also slightly different. The Sonic one bulges out a lot more, but also gives a louder click. So it's nicer to kind of key this one. It's also easier in my opinion because this can be a pain with gloves on. It's a huge pain with gloves on, in fact. A lot of US soldiers found that in Iraq. So this, very, very easy, just look down, up and down volume. So yeah, very interesting. But I'll actually have a look at the connectors further. So you've got a 6-pin LEMO there. Some form of aux. Looks like an aerial, but like a coaxial cable for an aerial. But at the same time, this is usually what aerials go, but it's been took by the volume adjustment knob. So yeah, just a very, very rare and interesting shoulder PTT. Me being me, I bought 2. Very, very cheap, by the way. I got the pair of these for like 16 on, so yeah, can't complain. But they're both the exact same. They're both very, very cool. So yeah, if anyone's got anything they want to talk about as a general discussion stream, bring up a topic and we'll talk about it. Rather than me, as per usual, kind of rambling about radios. How's everybody's day been? I've had quite a quiet day at work. There wasn't a lot of stuff. I was just kind of cleaning up machines. Got a fair bit, yeah. Still needs a bit of thingy with the edge sander. Very, very, very dirty and rusty. Was it because of the boiler? Is the boiler bad? In fact, I should shut down Spotify. Bye bye Spotify. Discord. Do we keep Discord open? Nah, shut Discord. But yeah, there's only 3 people in anyway, so fucking, I'll just keep rambling. But was it the boiler? Also, the lifeblood of every Scotsman, Ambrose. Yeah, it was horrible. Get sprayed in the face with rust. Through what sprayed it? Because I'm interested in how was it like connected up to the pipe box. It also did because you weren't on. Garmin mount. Really, really good. Compressed air. Compressed air is the one kind of my only small issue is that maybe if I'm gonna be using this as JTAC and using this as a mat, maybe I should mount it on the inside, maybe. But then again, if I do want navigation, then I constantly need to keep on opening and shutting my admin pouch, and possibly giving my position away with the zip noises. But yeah, Garmin mount. Get all the controls very, very easily. So yeah, well worth the 25 that I paid for it. Very, very cool piece of kit. Not all that much to talk about really. I was kind of expecting people to start firing stuff off me that we could talk about. But if not, I can kind of bring up topics. Because I was thinking to myself earlier about all the drama that's happened and kind of the root cause of it and how it could have been very, very easily avoided if I trusted my gut. Up for it now, man. It's fucking same. If anybody's like any of the 2 other people that are on the stream get an idea, then go ahead. Even if Alb's on, fucking whatever I want to talk about and go for it. So yeah, what else am I expecting? Where's my phone? In my pocket. Still wearing my work trousers. Harvey Nielsen subscribed. Cool. If you're watching, cheers. I don't know if you are. But yeah, stream might go a bit fucky. Oh yeah, SAS assault suit, SAS assault coveralls. Just kind of interesting so far. Yeah, I'm getting another PMK4. For those of you that are interested, I will be selling it. So keep an eye on my eBay. Will be expensive, but kind of that's what you can expect as a PMK4. So yeah, that has probably fucked the stream quality quite a bit. That's about it, really. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a lot of stuff just because then once I move, we can get the videos done and I'll be very happy. But if you haven't already, go and watch my conversion video on the SA double stack mag pouch. Because if you do own any of these, or even if you own a replica, like as in like a plastic replica, no like a fully functioning replica like mine. There we go, mine turns on. Yeah, I'd highly recommend this as a like insanely budget radio pouch because it's I mean, as said in the video, it goes around any GPS antennas that you might have. It comes in between your controls and stuff, and it makes it harder for anything to knock this as well. Your volume adjustment knob. Your encryption controls are just the same. It's just slightly harder to get into them if they're to the left or right. If they're in the middle, it's totally fine. You flick it, then it's there. And again, as I said, you can get into your interfaces and shit. Like your 6-pin your standard PTT. That's slightly harder to get into, but you don't really touch that sometimes. And you've also get that, and you have full access to the KDU no matter which way you've got it orientated. So yeah, very cool. Another thing I was thinking about is I've noticed my subscribers totally fluctuate, like absolutely fluctuate. I was at like 848, now we're back 842, and yesterday it was 843. What's going on with the subscriber count? I get why my subscriber count dropped at one point because of the amount of fucking ridiculous allegations that were getting made, and people will believe anything nowadays. So I get why it dropped, but why is it constantly going up and down now? I'm like losing 1, 2 every day, and then it claims. Why? I just don't understand it. It's very, very strange. And obviously, if people are still kind of like believing in the drama that's happening, just kind of sad, really. Everybody else has dropped it, considering there wasn't exactly too much to it in the first place. A lot of rabble rousing between a group of Cephos and me. Well, in fact, one who can't exactly say shit because he's a paedophile. But yeah, just the subscriber fluctuations is kind of weirding me out. So I would be interested to know why that happens. Because obviously, if you don't like my content, then tell me, and I'll try and make adjustments to accommodate everyone. How long's the webcam getting on that diffuser light on? Not very. Okay, it's fine. But yeah, just kind of strange. I've done it again. Well, I don't know why I keep doing this. I keep on getting it stuck to the point where I need to take the antenna off. But yeah. What happens if you plug a radio into the cabling for your TV? I actually don't know. There are things that are like radio coaxes that are for TVs, and I think it is so you can plug a radio into them. Don't know though. Don't know how it would work with this. But yeah, kind of. It is possible, I think. I'm not too sure. I just love this thing just because it's so simple and so effective. And it's also an MTP radio pouch for them, but rather on the multicam one, which sticks out, it doesn't really stick out like a sore thumb. But if you're like insanely camo OCD like I am, you'll spot multicam and MTP vest a mile away. But no, I'm not too sure. It wouldn't do a lot because obviously TVs take TV signals rather than radio signals transmissions. So I really wouldn't know. Obviously now you've got the DAB radio, so there wouldn't really be a need in plugging a radio into your TV. I'm just trying to think why. But I know there are some TVs that have got an interface for them. Two. Wow, we've totally just dropped down in watchers. Great. Maybe we should announce. If possible, Dirk, can you start dropping shit on like my server and stuff, just in case anybody's interested in watching. But I don't know, back up to 3. So yeah, I just kind of general fucking conversational stream. Try to think of something to get interacting with. What is everybody? Well, the 3 that I'll watch, two now. The 2 of you are watching favourite masks and why. We'll kind of keep this going through, but when more people come on, just ask them, get them interacting a little bit. But there's only 2 of you so far, so well, great turnout. US 10, of course it is. For the third person that's just joined, current question is, what is your favourite mask and why? Why is it your favourite? Yes, Arzon, good stuff. 55 because NATO and M61 filters is based. It's a very, very interesting system. I'm interested to see how they've done it. Mine would personally probably be the FM54, just because I like the design of the 53 so much. 54 improves on it, and the new side speech transmitters are quite cool. You're looking at it, man. As soon as I can get one, getting it. Yeah, in fact, kind of, because I know Ral's into comms a wee bit. I get this like insanely rare. Yeah, it was on the Reddit yesterday, I think. I get an insanely rare shoulder mic today. Don't know if it's SAS. The police use this radio connector, but if you have a closer look at it, if we focus, it's made by Sonic Communications. The volume selector is blank, and it's got a volume knob as well as the panic emergency button. It's a Supura connector, which is a British police radio. So it's got the little interface piece, and then there's two screws that screw into the radio for like water tightness, I think. But yeah, so you've got the emergency button, your dimmer, slightly chunkier push to talk, some type of coax, 6-pin Lemo. I originally, when I seen this, I thought it was for the SF10 IM or anything else that uses 5-pin Lemo. So I instantly thought SAS. It has to be SAS because Sonic are British, as far as I know, as far as I remember. So yeah, it's got that. I originally thought it was like an aux for gas masks, but 6-pin rather than 5-pin. Then you've got the standard 2.5mm in-ear aux. So that's for your in-ear if you don't want audio blasting. Get in there, fucking skank. So yeah, the intro, that might be 6-pin Land Warrior. I don't know, man. It's British, so I don't know. Might be something specific that we used. I don't know. But here's like your bog standard Dial S fist mic, and this one. Just like the fact that this one's got an aux. Yeah, it's just it's a very, very strange connector. I'll give you a look at it again. It'll focus. It's 6-pin Lemo, which is strange because Lemo tends to be 5-pin in British use, but at the same time, why would the police be using all this, like this secondary cable and aux? I get the emergency button, but British police have never used these at all, and I know for a fact they haven't because I've never seen them. So my only guess is SAS, but the SAS don't use these radios. So what is the thing? The weird and wacky world of comms. Welcome. I get 2 of them, just for the sake of it. In fact, no. They're cool. Just so when people kind of tune in, I look insane. I'm gonna strap them to myself like bombs. Suicide collar. Fuck up. See, this is the funny thing, right? Weapons and stuff is far too afraid to own radio stuff because heard my like my radio license and shit. But then he's got like all this radioactive stuff that will more than likely give him 18 different types of cancers. Fist Mike, man. I've got another one somewhere that's kicking around. I don't know what it is, and I could have 4 of them. Well, so yeah, Fist Mike, man. Where is the other one? I don't know. I actually don't know what the other one is, but comms, 4 days. So yeah, shit, fuck, I hate this with comms. Wiles. So yeah, just kind of. These mics do come in loads of different connectors. You can get them ordered in different connectors, which is cool. But yeah, I'll more likely get one rewired, or maybe both. I'll probably just get one rewired for the sake of like these are very collectible in terms of the fact I don't know what the fuck they are. So obviously, if I don't know and I'm the comms guy, then you know something's amiss. But yeah, they're very, very cool. Just gonna tuck all the wires out of the way. DH132, because you get the wiring diagram for the ear cups. Again, just because Lelop's just joined, I got my Garmin holder pouch thing in today. So basically, rather than needing to constantly look at my wrist, constantly look at my wrist, basically just looking at the wrist and not being hands-free constantly, I can look down, GPS is on, I've got my navigation, this is obviously be attached to a vest, and I can use other things. I can climb, I can get in cars, vehicles, I can operate rifles, I can change mags, and I'll always have comms, and I don't need to sit and look at my watch or my wrist like this. So yeah, and it's also very, very sturdy. Made in the UK by a company called Lumini Tactical, either or. It's very, very cool. They make it for a multitude of Garmin models, from the 201 up until the 701. So they do make a lot of them, and there's three variants, 3 model variants. So you have the 201, 301, 401, 501, 601, 701. So 3 of them will fit 2 different models. There's also different colours. Multicam, fluorescent orange, if you're going out and obviously you want to be seen. You've also got Ranger Green, black possibly, I don't know, they'll probably make them in black. I had a shitty Juggernaut case knockoff, but it would never get it to go in the molly correctly. I was actually going to get one of them, but then they don't fit the iPhone 6s Plus, so I just never went for one. When I get the new iPhone 11 Pro Max, then I'll get a proper Juggernaut case. But just says it's just a really, really cool fucking. And don't get it. Thing is, man, I hate the Android interface. I really don't like the Android interface. I do see why Android is better, and I know for a fact Android's better, but just I want to stick with the iPhone because I need to transfer all my shit. So the iPhone allows me to do that. I could never transfer all the shit that I've got to a Samsung, I don't think, or any other type of Android. Can I try and tension this down a wee bit, just so it's tighter and not all over the place? But yeah, it's just a really, really fucking cool. And it also goes quite well, considering this is actually multicam. Then again, it's that small a print of multicam, you can't exactly, there's not enough space to tell if it's MTP or not. Is that Samsung I have? Aye, really? Because I know for a fact Nokia use the Microsoft OS, the Microsoft iOS. No, that's just the Microsoft users interface, man. And it's or the operating system, just the operating system. And it's not that great because I had a Windows phone. Oh, never again, never again. I think Val's just sent me a picture of his. He is. Well, I do like the look of it though. It's quite nice. But obviously, you're better off gone with the real ones. If budget permits, of course. If budget permits. Just going to turn all the volume connectors. The volume connectors seem quite sturdy, which is good. Obviously, they're not Chinese, so like high quality military spec. 370. Thank God I didn't get one then. But yeah, these are quite cool. This will probably be a 45-minute stream because I've not got a lot of people on, not a lot to talk about. I'll just kind of be going back and forth between Garmin, Best Mics, and my custom-made radio pouch. But yeah, if anyone has an idea of what these could be, give me a shout, let me know. Because I'm very interested in the fact that it's got all the different fucking auxes and the different connectors when this thing only has an in-ear connector. Nothing fancy, just an in-ear connector. And PDT, of course. Oh yeah, you made the radio pouch. Aye. Fits it perfectly. So yeah, that's not even on very tight. Like that's actually got some movement. I wanted to go really tight. Put a lot of tension on it. You get the gist. It will not come out. So all it literally is a snipped double mag pouch. Snip it, bungee through it. Make sure you've got a pull cord if you're going to do it raw. Or not a pull cord, but like a pull tab so you can run it through. Hello, Toughness. Good to have you on. Just talking about my radio pouch conversion from a double stack mag pouch. If I can get the label. Yeah, SA82 mag, and it's perfect for the big TRI. So yeah, TRI PLC 152, modded double stack British Army mag pouch. Goes in. Called. Just bring the flap over. This. Bing bang, Bob's your uncle, and it's done. And it works, no matter if you've got a GPS antenna or not. Yeah, I've got a Molly 2M4 pouch, I'd have to modify it a lot, but better than buying a new one. Yeah, as I've said, like 2 years ago, I saw one. Good stuff, man. I'm glad you enjoy it. My channel is mainly military gear and gas mask focused. If you can't tell, Scottish from the accent. Never mind any of this. This is from my old retard commie phase. I'm moving house, so none of this is coming with me. Oh, it will, but I'm just never going to put it back up. So yeah, custom made radio pouch. But yeah, as I said, raw. Companies want like 40, 50, 60 bucks for something the exact same as this, pretty much. And you can take, like, well, in terms of the British Army, you can take a free issued magazine double stack, just cut the top off, and like bungee only costs like $1, less than $1. I know I saw the thumbnails. I'm interested in this stuff too. Good to hear, man. I've got a lot of very, very interesting and rare stuff. My main focus is obviously just regular military gear, radio stuff, gas masks, shit like that. Mainly military radios, of course, because why not? Military radios are cool. Recently got a Garmin holder. There's only kind of one of these in the market, and it's made by a British company called Lumini Tactical, and it basically allows for hands-free usage of GPS systems. So it pops down, have this in my vest, get all my buttons. Very cool. For the people that have already been watching me, I'm just going to circle around just so Toughness can see this. And I've got some really, really rare PTTs. No idea what they are, because this is the standard kind of shape of them. We've got a volume selector and a 2.5mm aux for in-ear comms. This one, however, has 2.5, 6-pin LEMO, an aux, no volume switch, a volume knob, and an emergency button. Very weird. Hello, 23rd Ranger Battalion. Good to see you on. I'm not gonna cycle back through. I probably will a little, kind of near the end of the stream. But yeah, very interesting PTT. Germany. Yeah, I'm very sorry about the accent. I try and keep, because this isn't how I speak regularly. This is just me enunciating every word that I can. Because honestly, see if I did talk, I have to go now. See you later, Lelop. Good to have you on anyway, man. So hopefully see you in the next one, which will probably be 2 days away. Because I'm not going to constantly stream every night because I don't have anything to talk about here. Just so it's a wee bit more interesting, I'm going to have a gas mask. So yeah, this is a very, very rare black GSR satchel, and there's fluff on my Velcro. What is the army radio you had on your Osprey video? That was the Bowman PRC 343. If you want to know about that, check the military radio stream from like 2 nights ago, or last night in fact, I think, maybe. 2 nights ago in fact, sorry, yeah, check that, and I do show that off a bit and talk about it. But yeah, very, very rare. Unfortunately, I only get one side flat, other side's blank. But yeah, extremely rare GSR bag, because I've only ever seen the Thais with this, and I don't even know if the Thais have adopted this. I can't find the video anymore. I've scoured eBay, not eBay, YouTube. Can't find it, but let's have a look at it anyway. So yeah, GSR bag, GSR. It opens up, 3 buttons, then you get a pull cord, and it allows for this to open. Pull out, you've got your mask face form in there. And obviously, would you recommend the GSR? Right, okay, long story short, yes and no. It does have shortcomings, but it's also not as bad as some other YouTubers might say. Mainly weapons and stuff, don't trust anything he says about this, because all of it is unfounded bias. I've done a video disproving the fact that you supposedly can't aim a rifle with this on. You can. He's just Liam Dobinson, yes.
So put GSR on, and I think I'd say this to some other people, but this like top here, it starts there. Same with here, somewhere around there. And what it allows for is There's also little plastic buckles that clip in here. I think you can see the space where it's supposed to go in. A little slit is. It's the same for here. So what you're supposed to do is fit this, lock, and then have those little plastic pieces. So when you take the mask out, stick it on, you just yank back and it's on perfectly. They are really cool. Also get bayonet filters. Well then, also, 2008. These are extremely early, because the GSR wasn't actually adopted until 2013. So, pre-adoption, possible prototype. We won't say as far as prototype, but definitely pre-adoption canisters. So yeah. Sometimes the bayonet system can be a bit of a pain, but yeah. You take yourself now.
And for those of you who are interested, mainly, I'm guessing mainly my American lads, M40 side speech emitter. Scott actually used that, and this piece comes off. Mask is like, yeah, GSRs are cool, but they're overpriced. They're far too overpriced. I can see my hair sticking up. It's doing my head in. And this is your Axial system, or your Axial valve. It's threaded. It's also double, like the GP5. VREU. Nah, man, this is just a regular one. You need the GSRES, which is General Service Respirator Evolution Specialist. What do you think? On the gas at the Army has? Do you think? Yeah, they're going to. They just haven't, because you know the MOD are thinking about currently getting rid of all the tanks. So I don't think new suits are at the top of the list, considering they might want to get rid of tanks. So yeah, you literally just a straight up hole in the mask. What we can do, I'm not doing it now. Good, because that would have been a massive. Everybody's getting rid of tanks. Fuck me. Or supposed to be getting rid of tanks. But that's really strange, man, because tanks are a big part of modern warfare. That's your insides. Slightly offset. Fucking this Marine tanks are gone. It's so weird that they're getting rid of tanks. But in there, you have the secondary filter system. So along with these, you've got one under here, which is why it is a bit heavy. But what it's supposed to do is absorb spit, sweat, saliva, vomit. I don't know how well it works, because apparently it's an inline filter. So when you actually breathe in, it does pull air through this, which is kind of strange, because it even has deflectors in there. And as with anything Scott, what about the lens? Are they good quality? I heard they can come out. Don't know if they split. I've heard rumours, but yeah, I imagine if you, because like listen, you can hear it crack. With any Avon mask, Avon FM50, C50, 53, 54, 55, and anything up that they ever make, you could genuinely take this and crush it and it won't break. This thing, you'll snap it. I'm pretty sure you can pop them. Just please don't. Just please don't. Then it's back on. Also, your drinking tube, which is different from the Avon one. Slightly better in my opinion than the Avon one. What is your favourite gas mask that I currently own? Definitely my Naval Special Warfare Group FM53. Don't have it here because, as I said, moving. It's over in the other house. But it is basically an FM53, but the VREU system is slightly different from the regular ones. As it was developed primarily, it was developed by David Wheatley Industries or David Wheatley Enterprises. There is patents for it on Google. I'll actually grab it because I've got the patent up. No, open a new tab. I'm just going to open a few tabs. Stream might get fucky. But give me a wee second and I'll drop this up. Right, okay, so this is the system that I have on mine. If you check that link, that's the one I have, and it's just slightly different. Gas mask from World War One. Soviet flag, just kind of when I was younger, I was really into the Soviet Union and kind of just the aesthetics of communism. Then I kind of get into communism a little bit, and then as you get older, you kind of realise flawed system. And then obviously, you know, as you do get older, you develop your own political interests, you develop your own political opinion. So yeah, I've kind of got to the like apex peak where I know where I stand politically. So currently, right, I wouldn't say I'm centrist. I wouldn't say I'm also not libertarian, and I'm not centrist. I'm all over the place in terms of the political spectrum. I have conservative views, I have left-wing socialist views, and I have kind of middle ground. I don't really want to pick either opinion, but I don't classify myself as anything that's kind of like centrist or libertarian. I'm just kind of all over the place. But I do know what my political opinions are. I won't go into them because it's a general discussion stream, not politics. I'll pull apart GSR, why not? But yeah, World War One gas masks, they aren't my area, but I do like the fact that if we didn't have World War One and the gas masks then, we wouldn't have these. We just straight up wouldn't. At some point we would, but they wouldn't be as advanced as this at this point. So you have an interchangeable nose cup. Mine's a size 2, so it's a medium, and it fits me perfectly. So kind of where it should be for another nasal cup. Chin fits in fine. Going good. It's silicone, so it's very comfortable. Then there's this, the secondary inline filter. If anyone wants to check the NSN on that, focus, which it won't. Your NSN, if you want to look this up, is 4240. So 4240, like the CBRN stock code for it. 4240 is the CBRN stock code. 99-730-75749-. Yeah, I don't much like new gas masks, but I'm interested in 60s to the 80s, actually, everything from years, hi-fi, vintage amplifiers, all music. Yeah, see the 60s and the 80s, 50s for me is very interesting just because of like the aesthetics of shit, like vending machines, the cars, just TVs, radios, just wow, man, it's a really cool period. And then this clips in Oh, sorry. Flat wearable skirt that goes over this. Have I got this in the right way? Should do. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, GSR's a weird mask. I hate taking masks apart. I absolutely hate it. Some people love it. I hate it. I'd rather just leave it together, but sometimes it needs to be taken apart. Right, I'm going to stream for 10 more minutes and I'm going to go off because there's stuff I need to do and there's people I want to chat with. But on the inside of the mask, this is under here, and it acts as a secondary inline filter, supposedly. So yeah, there's a lot of dead room in the GSR. I'm going to get in VC. That's what I meant by I'm going to talk to some lads. But yeah, just final look at the inside of the GSR. This comes out. The entire mask is disassemblable. See the two inlet and outlets. As known, they are 40mm underneath. They are 40mm. You can convert them. Breathing resistance is terrible though, so I wouldn't recommend it if you ever get one. Come on. And then I'll just put this together. I'll just run around everything again. Alright, corner man, fucking last minute man. Right, because the Voido's on, so I'm going to stream for a little bit longer. I was just showing you remember this for physics. This is the one, not the one that I brought in, but it is one of them. Considering this is my 5th GSR. So yeah, I was just showing off the inside of this thing and the bag. Really rare. This isn't police. This isn't army. It's some weird prototype one that was never used, kinda to an extent. The Thailand. I've seen a video where there's a bunch of them with one. Never seen anything since. But yeah, with the GSR, you've got your face form in there. So, and there are, see those 4 outside buttons? It clips in to the inside, and then it means that no matter what, you can keep this in storage in this, because certain manufacturers don't like you storing these in bags. But Scott Health and Safety are totally fine with that. It sits in there. Then we zip up. I'm not going to button it, but ta-da. Just to go back around, right? I'll talk to you in VC, Raw. Also, Devoido, do you use Discord by any chance? Because I'm always in Discord calls with a bunch of the guys on here. Pardon me. But yeah, interesting. Very, very rare. Shoulder microphone, kind of for here. It's got a volume knob. When the volume knob used to be here. It's got an emergency button. It's got a 6-pin, not 5-pin, because the British Army use 5-pin. I got it only with, right, okay, man, because we use it constantly. It's kind of how we communicate and set up stuff. But 5-pin rather than 6-pin. How does Crossland? No, Discord. I'll pop an invite link. Or Dirk, could you please pop an invite link? into here if you're still on. But yeah, these cost 16. 2 of them for 16 all in. But yeah, 6-pin Lemo, 2.5mm, and a coax. Meanwhile, here, so yeah, that Discord invite is my personal server. So if anyone wants to join, there it is. So yeah, standard one, Thalas, really, really rare one, Sonic. So yeah, it's a coax. There is nothing there. There's a Lemo connector there. Nothing here. There's something there. So yeah, they're interesting. I need to find out who used them, what they're for, and kind of all that shit. If anybody seen my video, handmade, or not handmade, homemade radio pouch. I have a magazine pouch. And a Garmin pouch, which holds your GPS. So yeah, I just seen the notification, so hope you enjoy the server. I'm on it constantly. But yeah, so Voido can see. Basically, these are always worn on the wrist. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you want hands-free navigation. So this will be in your vest, and you can do other things like open car doors, get in cars, tanks, whatever the fuck. You can also hold your gun, swap magazines, do other stuff, and you can still keep an eye on. Yeah, yeah. So yes, cool. Not all that much can I say. So if anybody's got anything they want to say or they want to see or ask me, go ahead now, because 3 minutes left before I end it. So yeah, just if anybody wants to ask anything, go for it. I should have shown the NBC microphone system for the GSR. My oldest. Right, okay, I need to think about that one. 1967 S6, still British Army one before the S10. I think mine was 1967, something around there, 60s anyway. Thingy, what's the OKB thing? OKB is kind of an amalgamation of things. I mainly picked up on it because if you've ever played Metal Gear Solid, The Phantom Pain, the big Russian, or the Russian base, it's also an XOF base. It's called OKB0. So I picked OKB, and then 776 is just a random number. It was 774 at one point, and then I was like 776 sounds cooler, is it like a radio call sign? So I now use it as my radio call sign. So yeah, it just kind of became like a generic username. So changed the channel name, so I'm kind of ambiguous. So just because of the amount of shit that goes on in the gas mask collecting community, it's ridiculous. So I kind of want to keep things as non-personal as possible. Obviously on streams, people know me, and that's totally fine, I don't care. But for people who just start, I'd rather they just kind of know me as OKB, and that's it. I don't know, I'm just gonna fuck about with these, because they're cool. But yeah, it's just interesting the entire design behind this. Because I want to know what the fuck that aux cable's for. This I kind of know-ish what it's for, but that aux weirded me out. Really, really strange. Because it is an aux, STB, but it's not for an antenna. It's also not for an earpiece. So what's it for? I don't fucking know. Who knows? It's just very, very interesting. As soon as I seen it, I thought SAS. So I grabbed them. But they might not be. But they're still extremely cool. They'll obviously be used, kinda, possibly. They have been folded up for a while, which explains kind of this, because these tend to be straight. Meanwhile, I want like the purpose built military ones have the spaghetti cob. In my opinion, spaghetti cob or no cob is what I like to say. If it's not got spaghetti cob, ain't cool. There are exceptions to that rule, but spaghetti cob's cool. But yeah, that's me at the hour mark, so I am going to head off now. I hope everybody who's been on has enjoyed it. Sorry I kind of cut this stream short a while, but I haven't streamed for an hour. But if you do join Discord or you do, just fucking message me on Insta if you want to talk about it. Have a good one, Toughness. Have a good one, everybody. It's just, I'm glad that you've been on. Glad you've enjoyed it. So until next time, see you then.